Hi, I'm Bob Spinozzi, and welcome to Small Town. On today's show, we're going to talk about one of the fastest growing sports in the country, pickleball. Now, in a moment, we'll hear how it got its name. But in a nutshell, the game of pickleball has been described as a cross between tennis, badminton, and ping pong. The ball that's used resembles a plastic wiffle ball. Now, pickleball was actually invented as far back as 1965 on Bainbridge Island, Washington. So it's been around for a while. But the growth in the last decade has been phenomenal. Last year, the Sports and Fitness Industry Association estimated that 4.8 million people played the sport. Now that's almost double the number from just 5 years ago. And the numbers? Well, they just keep growing. But enough from me. I have with Littleton Parks and Recreation Program Coordinator John Kazanjian and Parks and Rec Pickleball Instructor Sue Adams. We're going to talk pickleball, but we're also going to talk about some of the exciting programs being offered by the Littleton Parks and Recreation. Sue, Kaz, thank you both for being with me today.
Thank you for having us, Bob.
Okay, you get the first question now. How did pickleball get its name?
Oh, that's a great question, Bob. Interestingly enough, pickleball got its name from one of the founders' wives named Joan Pritchard. She actually crafted the name based off of a sport that she had done, rowing. And she called pickleball named after pickle boat. Pickle boat is a boat that finishes last in a race and is comprised of leftover materials. Interesting, similarly, pickleball was created exactly in that same way, where three dads, Joel Pritchard, Bill Bell, and Barney McCallum, created the game using leftover materials lying around in their yard. Very interesting. Yeah, I had always thought it was the dog.
Right, we were talking about that before.
Yes.
The dog named Pickle, so that came afterwards.
Yes.
That came a few years afterwards, and they were playing
afterwards
pickleball, and the dog
yes.
kept running after it, so they
Love to catch
named
the
it
ball.
Pickles.
Yes. So true, Bob.
Okay, so can you give us a 101 course, I'll call it, on pickleball?
Yes.
The court size, what's the paddle look like? How do you keep score?
Oh, great question, Bob. The court size measures 20 feet in width and 44 feet in length. And the paddle looks like this. It's a size of a racquetball paddle and a ping pong paddle. And then you had asked about the how you keep score. Yes, the score is always a challenging part of the game, but that's what keeps everybody honest. It's always told in a triplicate form. Your score, their score, and then what always perplexes everyone is a pickleball number. That's something you can learn when you take a clinic or learn to play class.
How do the numbers go? For instance, I think in racquetball, you play up to 21. So in pickleball, you play up to a certain number? Or?
Yeah, generally the games are played to 11, win by 2.
Okay. What do the balls look like? And you mentioned that there's one type for indoors and one type for outdoor pickleball?
Yes. This is an indoor ball. It has large holes and it bounces and it's lighter. This is an outdoor ball. It has smaller holes and more holes, and this is just to prevent the wind from taking it. Okay,
so that one is heavy, the heavier one.
Yes, yeah. The outdoor ball is the heavier one, yes.
Right. I just want to give a little history. There is a museum. It's called Kent's Pickleball Museum. It's an 18,000 square foot facility on Bainbridge Island. It has the original equipment from the mid-60s, information about players who pioneered the sport, and there's indoor pickleball courts and much more to the complex. It's on this Bainbridge Island, which is a 35-minute ferry ride from Seattle, if you're ever out that way. Kaz.
Hello.
Okay, so we have some folks playing out today. when did Park and Rec first get involved with pickleball?
The same year I joined Littleton Parks and Recreation in 2017. I came on. It was one of the things that Alicia and Tim, our directors, really wanted us to get going. We contacted the school department and Mike Lynn about putting on some lining on the courts here at town offices, and we were able to add that in 2017, and we got some nets, the sort of the ones that break down and build back up again, easily transportable. The Council on Aging actually donated a set of the nets and paddles and balls for us, and we kind of got started slowly. We joined the Pickleball Association, which is a national group, and then as we started talking more with Sue took it really to the next level. We were just trying to do some open play times. Sue took it from a very small program and built it to what it is now, which is certainly growing.
What did you have a membership program now?
Yeah.
You had that for a while, or is that something new this year?
No, that's brand new this year.
Could you go over that with us?
Absolutely. So our membership is we used to do open play, so it was like you came in, you paid $5 to play during our set open times. And Sue would be there for all of those, and we wanted to make it more of like a self-run program, so we got some volunteers to come and set up the nets. And then we have a membership system, which is a yearly based on calendar year. So for the 2022 year, our first year, this year, you can buy a membership. The rates are, they're sort of on a sliding scale depending on if you're a senior, if you register as a couple, or if you're just an individual wanting to play. But you pay that fee and it gives you access to all the equipment, and we use Sign Up Genius to sort of coordinate to make sure that everybody knows who's going to be there and how many. But you can come during our open play times and play. I believe they're Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9:30 to 11 right now, and then on Sundays, I can't remember the time,
10 to
but
11:30.
10 to 11:30.
Okay, so if I join, all I need is a pair of sneakers, because you mentioned you're going to have the equipment
Yes.
available to use.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you wanted to bring your own stuff, of course, you could.
Okay. Yeah. Now, Sue, you'll be conducting, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, clinics all spring and summer rather.
Yes.
Can you go over that?
Yes, happily. You had mentioned that you just need a pair of sneakers, and that's fine, but you really do need to learn to play pickleball class. And that just goes over all the rules, the scoring, which can be challenging to learn initially, but everyone goes through the challenges. Scoring is just one of those things that's somewhat harder to learn, but that's okay. There's going to be spring Learn to Play pickleball clinics. There's a Drill With Me series, which is something new. I'll only take 3 players, and it'll be 3 players plus myself practicing consistency and placement. You will definitely be a better player after you take the Drill With Me series.
Okay, so we're all participants now in your clinics. We're all different ages, all different skill sets. Do you have that broken down?
In terms of levels?
In terms of level?
Yes.
Yeah. And age?
That's an interesting question. Ages, we are
Well, I noticed on
offering-
your flyer you had different categories.
Oh, yes.
If you could just refer to those.
Oh, okay, great. Yes, on the tournaments?
Yeah.
Yes, because tournaments, we're offering something. The tournament's new this year. Ages 12 to 17 with parent can join in on the tournaments, which we're really trying to get more young people coming to pickleball because it's ageless sport.
Yeah.
Every age can play.
And I know that some people are much shy to start because they would feel self-conscious that they don't really know what they're doing. So you have different skill levels too that you teach people from?
Yes, definitely. Players should refer to the United States Pickleball Association guidelines in terms of how they rate themselves. Can they hit a forehand? Can they hit a backhand? Can they serve consistently? These kinds of skills are reflective of how your skill level is.
Okay, now you have other skills too. You don't just teach pickleball. I know you teach tennis in your town of Groton. Can we
Yes.
talk about that a little bit?
Oh, happily, yes. I'm a high school coach, and I've been a high school tennis coach
For
since 2018.
for Groton?
Yes, for the Groton Dunstable
Okay.
High School team and girls team, and this has been an absolute joy being a tennis coach. I also teach tennis here through the Littleton Parks and Recreation through the summer, and it's been since 2020 that we have created this fun tennis program. And it's mainly for kids ages 8 through 13, and teach them how to play through instruction, skills, and drills clinics. And the kids love it. The kids generally love the game of tennis because it's active and it's fun. They feel proud of themselves when they hit the ball. But the best part of my program is they're not waiting in line.
Do you know at this point, Sue, about when you're going to be offering those programs this summer?
Yeah.
Probably after school. It's over.
Generally, the programs will, I have a spring program that starts on Sundays, and that's for an hour and a half. And then in the summer, June 27th, I believe, is the first day. I believe kids are out of school then, and my programs run Monday through Thursday. You can have the option of coming 9 to 12, 9 to 1, or even the whole day.
Okay, so you're pretty busy because you mentioned Sunday.
Yes.
Sunday classes.
Yes.
initially.
Love it. I love to be busy.
Kaz, I went on your website. There's a lot of information on it with the park and rec programs. Let's talk about some of those programs.
Sure. I mean,
Where do you start?
yeah, we run the gamut of programming. We're Parks and Recreation and Community Education, so we have everything from pottery to adult sports to after-school programs. Our hugest program is our Camp Tehadawon summer camp, which is out of the Shaker Lane School. That's for grades entering kindergarten through 6th grade. We have an amazing teen adventures program this year where our new program coordinator Brent is running, where teens get to go on a field trip every day. We have a sailing camp at Long Lake. You name
Can
it,
you
we
give us
have
an
it.
example of a field trip?
Yeah, for Camp T, we're going to Canopy Lake Park. We're going to Urban Air Adventure Park, which is down in Bellingham. It's an indoor facility. It's amazing. Those are on Fridays, and those are optional for kids. For Brent's program, the teen program, he's going all the way from Six Flags to river kayaking to river tubing, and he's got a great place in Shrewsbury, a beach there that's on a lake. It's called Sunset Beach that he can't wait to show the kids of Littleton. So every day there's something interesting there. Camp T, we have field trips on Friday, so lots to offer.
So there's some travel. You're doing some traveling there.
Yeah,
You
for
are.
the teens, they kind of go everywhere.
Now, staying home, you will have some activity going on down at Long Lake.
Yes.
Talk about that.
Yeah, so we have our sailing camps down there. That's Tim runs that program through USA Sailing. He's been offering that for a few years. Hugely successful program. We have, I believe, a dozen boats that he brings the kids out in to learn how to sail. My son did it last year. He loved it. We also have Long Lake Beach with memberships. Where you can rent paddle boards.
Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, we offer kayak rentals, canoe rentals, stand-up paddleboard rentals. We actually have a stand-up paddleboard yoga class and Pilates class this summer. So there's all
Is that
sorts of
something
things.
new, or you've had it before?
We've had the stand-up paddleboard yoga, the stand-up paddleboard Pilates is new.
So let me try to visualize it. You're standing up on a paddleboard, taking yoga. Really?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, we have anchors and the
You tried
instructor.
it?
No, I would love to try it though. Yes, it sounds
Yeah,
fun.
the instructor will take the class out to a spot on the lake. They would anchor there, and they would do
Oh, my
all
goodness.
their yoga moves and positioning on that. Yeah, instead of a mat on the beach, which we also have. Long Lake Beach Yoga through Lilia. She's our yoga instructor, and she does that at the beach on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. So
Okay. Now, you're going to be with paddleball, busy with paddleball, tennis this summer. You going to overlap in any other programs too, or?
So yeah, I'm going to be, I can always be reached to take a private lesson with me. I also You can rent the court and rent me, so you can learn pickleball with your pickleball like birthday party or something like that. Looking forward to lots of pickleball and lots of tennis in Littleton this summer.
Great, and lots of park and rec activities too, sure.
Yes, we have tons of stuff. So, you know, anything from age 99 to age 2, we have something.
Okay. Well, look, thank you both for being with me today. It's been fun. You're going to have to get me out there.
Oh, I definitely will. I'd love that.
You're going to be
that
easy with me, though,
opportunity.
right?
Yeah. Well, you look like you'll be a great player.
I don't know.
Thank you, Bob, for having us.
Okay. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.